Middle school advice for upcoming middle schoolers. You're going to be going from like 1 or 2 classes in elementary, and then you come to middle school, you got like 7 or 8 classes every day. The main point is don't fall to that. A lot of people are scared to go up to other people, so sometimes you'll have to go up to somebody and be like, hey, do you want to be friends? You can bring your Bible to school. Don't be gossiping and spreading rumors. As a Christian, you should not be getting into any drama, especially. Hey you guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, it's 𝐬𝐮𝐬. If you're not, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a middle school advice for upcoming middle schoolers. If I keep looking to like the side, it's because I have the notes on my phone, so yeah. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is change, because obviously we're going into middle school. There's like big, very big changes going on in your life. Because first of all, let me say this: middle school is not as bad as your elementary teachers make it out to be. They be saying like, oh, I'm being nice to you, your middle school teacher is not gonna do this or that and this. They're not gonna give you extra time. They're not gonna help you with the answers to your work. They're lying. Well, some teachers don't do that stuff, but a lot of teachers do that, especially when you're in 6th grade. Your expectations are like pretty low, like they're down like pretty low, because you just got into middle school. So yeah, the worst year that there even is 6th grade, because you're getting used to everything. So once you're past 6th grade, like it's not too deep. Like it gets more serious and the bar gets higher, but it still gets easier because you're used to everything now. So yeah, because you're gonna be going from like 1 or 2 classes in elementary, and then you come to middle school, you got like 7 or 8 classes every day. Well, I only have 4 classes every day, but I have 8 classes in total because of my school schedule. So depending on your school schedule is like how your classes will be set up, but in total you're gonna have like 7-8 classes. It's gonna obviously be hard for you to catch up. Your grades will be really important, but like not as important as they'll grow to be, because like I said, you just got here and the teachers are expecting, if you're in like honors classes, then your teachers will obviously be expecting a lot from you. But for your regular classes, there's not gonna be too much expectations, because you just got there and like you're technically still adjusting in your first year of middle school. So don't really think too much into it, but don't take it as a joke. Don't take any of your classes or grades as a joke. Nothing about school is a joke, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so the second thing I'm talking about is grades. Okay, you want to keep your grades as high as you can, because once your grades drop, it will be really hard to bring them back up, depending on your classes. A lot of stuff depends on your classes and like the teachers that you have, because if you have mean teachers and like teachers who like feel like you need to be doing all the work, then it's gonna be kind of hard class for you. But if you have like a teacher who will like extend your due dates if you miss your work, or like help you with your answers or help you with your grades and stuff, then your class will be easier. But majority of the time it's pretty hard to get like a C or D back up. And if you have an F, then you, first of all, you shouldn't be dropping to an F, but if you end up at an F, then you really need to work to get back up. So just try to keep your grades at like A's and B's, and if that's too hard for you, try not to fall below like a D. Just try not to get to an F. The main point is don't fall to an F, because an F is obviously really bad. It's probably the worst grade that you could get. Okay, you don't want to fail 6th grade, because 6th grade is one of the easiest middle school years. Well, really, it's 6th grade is like, it's less work that you have to put in, but 8th grade I feel like it's probably easier, because you're so used to everything, and like at this point you understand a lot of stuff now, so it's not really getting too hard. But yeah, so to help with your grades, make sure you're studying and you're taking notes in class, because that could be really helpful. So it can help with your homework and it can help with your tests. because a lot of times teachers just be giving out tests and they don't really tell you what the test is. My teacher did that, but like not every teacher does that. So sometimes you'll just end up with a test and you don't even know. So yeah, and it comes on your homework, because your homework is technically you studying, but you need to study more than your homework, because your homework is just helping you go over what you learned in class, and you need to be going over everything, like from the beginning to now. You need to be going over everything that you've learned, so that it can help you on your tests and stuff. And it also helps with the end of the year test. So because the district sets up your teacher's license, so at the end of the year you can pass your test if your class has an end of the year test. So yeah, and be respectful to your teachers and your classmates, because that can help with your grades too. Because if you're nice and you're kind to your classmates and your teacher, then they'll be more likely to help you with your work. Like a classmate, sorry if you guys can hear that, I think he's kind of the guy sometimes, I don't know. But yeah, if you're nice to your teacher and stuff, they'll be more likely to like extend your due dates and give you more chances for extra credit and extra points. And then your classmates, like if you're nice to your classmates and stuff, obviously not every classmate is gonna do this, because I know some people who like be like, oh no, you need to do the work yourself, this and that. But like if you have classmates that are willing to, then well, you don't need to be nice and be friendly with them, but just don't be rude to them, because if you're rude to them, nobody wants to help somebody who is mean to them. So yeah, just don't be mean to them, but they can help you like with answers and like help you to understand stuff that you don't understand. So yeah, and that also goes vice versa. So if somebody's nice to you, well, they don't have to be nice to you, but like just help people around you if they ask for help and stuff, like pencils, even like just be nice, guys. Don't be mean. Get your work done on time. Like as soon as you get your work, you need to get straight on it. Like don't procrastinate, like, oh, I'll do it when I get home, oh, I'll do it like when there's 20 minutes left in class, I'll do it like the day before it's due. Do not do that, because you guys, I'm really sorry if you guys can hear outside, but do not do that, because you doing that is like, it's decreasing the level of your work. Like if you did your work earlier, you would have had time to take your time on it and like make sure it's nice and presentable. But you rushing on it is like degrading it for real, because like that's not the best that you could do. That's like probably really bad compared to what you can honestly do if you took your time and did it when you got it. So don't procrastinate on your work, because it can also make your work pile up and it can set back your grade like really bad. So don't do that. Just get your work done on time and turn it in on time, guys, please. Alright, you guys, I'm about to turn on voice isolator or something, guys. Well, he's literally right outside my window with this. Okay, next thing I'm gonna talk about is friends. Make sure you choose your friends wisely, because who you hang around is who you become. And if you're hanging around rude and toxic people, then you're gonna become rude and toxic, and nobody likes toxic and rude people. So yeah, just avoid the toxic people mostly as much as you can. Like obviously sometimes like people will be nice, and then when you get to know them, they start becoming toxic. Like there's no way for you to really know that. So yeah, just try to pick out your friends wisely. Like if you have to, you can watch people and like watch how they behave around their friends and like around other people to see if they're like nice or if they're rude. And you can ask around about them. Don't be afraid to ask around about them, because you don't want to become friends with somebody that's rude and like toxic and stuff. That's like the last persons that you want to be friends with. So don't be scared to be like, oh, do you know such and such, like what kind of person are they, or what kind of person are they, or this and that and stuff. So yeah, and if you have like if like when your face is relaxed and it looks kind of mean, then try to you want to keep your face relaxed, but like try to make your face look regular, because like when my face is relaxed, personally I feel like it looks kind of mean. So I'm gonna show you what my face looks like relaxed. This is how it looks when I relax my face. Yeah, but I don't feel like that was exactly it, because I was kind of smiling. But that's kind of what you want to do. You want to smile a little bit. You don't need to be like this all the time, like smiling. but try not to have your face so upset looking. Like, try to look more approachable. But so if you can't do that, then try and approach people instead, because obviously everybody's scared. Not everybody, but a lot of people are scared to go up to other people. So sometimes you'll have to go up to somebody and be like, hey, do you want to be friends? Or you don't even have to say, do you want to be friends? Like, you could literally start by asking for a pencil and work your way up from that by just talking to each other. So yeah. 4? Yeah, number 4 is boys. Okay. Boys are just distractions, guys. Do not let boys distract you, okay? Do not make them your main focus, because it can affect your whole entire school life. It can affect your grades, because if you're overly focused on a boy, then you're gonna stop being focused on your homework, your schoolwork, all that stuff, and you're gonna start being worried about that boy. Now imagine you're putting your all into that boy, and he's still focused on his grade, and he's getting straight A's, while your grades are plummeting because of him. Yeah, don't make that mistake. And it can also mess up your friendships, because like, if your friends are telling you not to date this one boy, and you're like, oh no, he's this and that, like, stop being with him, eventually you guys are gonna drift apart because of that boy, because you're standing up so strong for that boy, and they really don't like that boy. They're gonna not want to hang around with you because you're hanging around with boys. So don't let no boys come between your friendships. And if you do go in a relationship, again, don't make it your main focus. And don't be getting in relationships with every boy that you see around the school, because if you get in a relationship with every boy that you see, people are just gonna start calling you a bop and stuff like that, and saying like you be with everybody, you know. And you don't want that, because that really could ruin your reputation, and it can ruin the way that people see you. Like, people who don't know you, can ruin how they see you. So don't like be getting around with every boy that don't be overly nice either, because like a lot of boys will ask you to be a girlfriend. Like, you being scared to say no is like not good at all for those type of situations, because imagine you just saying yes to every boy that asks you to go out because you feel bad for saying no. Don't do that. And that's another thing. Learn how to say no in middle school. Well, no, learn how to say no, period, because being overly nice is like not that good for you. It's not good for you and the people around you. And don't tell boys that you like them, because it'll eventually go away, and you'll probably get clowned for it. I'm not gonna lie. Unless that boy tells you that he likes you or something, don't go telling nobody that you like them. Because like I said, it'll go away. You're in like 6th grade or middle school, whatever. It'll go away, and you'll get over it. Like, yeah. So it's not that serious. So number 5, I believe, drama. Make sure you stay out of drama. Like, drama is like really bad. It can mess up your whole entire middle school year, and even your high school year if it's really bad. Like, say you get in a fight or you lose or something, people will be probably, depending on how bad it was, people will probably be talking about it for a long time, or they'll just get over it in a week. Either way, we're gonna talk about it. So just don't come in no fights, and don't let it happen in nothing, because yeah, you don't want to be in none of that stuff. Don't like oh yeah, and you getting in fights can give people negative opinions on you, and people may not want to be your friend, because they'll be like, oh, this girl be fighting this and that. So yeah, and it can mess up your relationship with your teachers if you have. Well, obviously, technically, you have a relationship with your teachers because you know them, so that's technically a relationship. I don't know, but it can mess up how your teachers perceive you. Like, say you're a really, really good kid and you were just really, really provoked, but your teacher doesn't know that because you don't really talk to your teacher, or you don't talk in that class much. Like, they're gonna see you as a trouble kid who like just get into fights, even if it's one fight. Like, they're gonna see that because teachers like talk a lot, and if one teacher knows, then the rest of your teachers are gonna find out some way, somehow. So yeah, just don't be getting in fights. Like, it's really not necessary to get in fights, y'all. And to avoid the fights, don't spread rumors. Like, don't gossip and don't spread rumors, because that's like one of the biggest things that goes on in a school. Gossiping, rumors, not not really. I don't feel like, not at my school at least, but gossiping really is like really bad. Because say somebody goes up to a person and be like, oh, such and such said that you can't fight or whatever. You're gonna, even without asking that person, you're gonna go to that person and be like, oh, this person said that you said I can't fight, so do you want to fight? This and that. Like, yeah, that's really bad, guys. That's really bad. So don't let that type of stuff happen. Just be a nice person. Really, the biggest thing is that you're a nice person. If you're a rude person, people are not gonna like you. Teachers are not gonna like you, so they're not gonna give you that much opportunities. You know, yeah. But if you're a nice person, people are gonna like you. People want to be your friends. People will be nice to you also, and you know, teachers will like you. They'll give you extra credit opportunities, extra points, like for especially those ELA teachers. If you know, you know, like they really be graded based off who they like. And number 6, I think, I don't know, but next thing is hygiene. Yeah, very big thing in middle school, elementary, high school, college, any grade. Hygiene is so important because you do not need to be in people's face early in the morning, being musty, got your breath all up in their face, and none of that. So, like, hygiene is the biggest priority after your grades and God, you know, hygiene comes. So, yeah. Make sure you shower in the mornings, even if you only shower, shower in the mornings. Like, even if you have sports at the end of the day, shower at the end of the day, but you still need to shower in the morning because a lot of people sweat in their sleep, and even if you don't sweat in your sleep, you still need to be showering in the morning. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. So make sure when you shower in the morning, you're using a good smelling soap or antibacterial soap if you don't want to use like a scented soap, and you're using deodorant. Y'all see this? You can use spray deodorant. Hold on. You can use spray deodorant. You can use roll-on deodorant. You can use whatever deodorant you have. Use it. And make sure that it works. Make sure you have a deodorant that works. And if it doesn't work, then you need to buy a new one. And make sure it lasts long. And if it don't last long, make sure you got on backup instead of buying your bag. Okay? Take care of your mouth also in the morning and like throughout the day. So you can bring like gum to school, mints, mouthwash, you know, like small mouthwash. Yeah, bring that stuff to school so that your breath smells good and you're not in people's face with your hot breath at the end of the day. Yeah, you don't want to be doing that, because people would start talking about you if you smell bad. Because we had this kid at our school, and he wasn't a nice kid either, but like people were talking about him like a lot, like very badly. People were talking about him. So don't be like those type of kids who get talked about because they be smelling bad. So find a scent and be consistent with that scent so that you can always be prepared to like repurchase like what you need, you know, to be smelling good and stuff. So yeah, find your scent and stick with it. And yeah guys, yeah, let's not be coming to school smelly in 2025. First of all, this should have ended a long time ago. But in 2025, you should not be smelling bad at school. Your mouth, your hands, your armpits, your neck, your back of your ears, nothing should be smelling or should be dirty, y'all. Please, clean yourself up, okay? Next thing is sports. So sports and extracurriculars, bro. Because a lot of people don't want to really be in sports. So if you're not one of those people who do well in sports or who don't want to be in sports, then join the extracurricular, like join the after school club, like drama club, art club, dance club, whatever club. Join a club or join a sport like track, cheer, step. Yeah, you know the rest of sports, whatever sport your school has. Okay, because every school doesn't have all the same sports. Like some schools don't have football, some don't have tennis, some don't have swimming. You know, those type of stuff. So just see what sports your school has and sign up for those, because the sports will definitely help your social skills and it will bring up your confidence as well. Like say you're slow in track and you get faster as track season goes by, like you'll be more confident in your running and stuff, which will eventually like spread out and people will see how confident you are and they'll want to be your friend more. So yeah, And when you do join sports, make sure, again, you guys, make sure you got some of this. Make sure you also got some of this, because depending on your sport, you could get really ashy. And bring wipes also, because also depending on your sport, you can be on the ground getting dirty, like baseball probably, I don't know. And make sure you got some body spray, y'all. It don't even have to be a good smelling body spray, but like just make sure you got some body spray, please. Please, you guys, like we are really tired of smelling your guys' hot funky breath and everything of that, your armpits, you know, all of what I said. Nobody want to be smelling that stuff, so make sure you got that stuff if you're going to sports, and you still need it even if you're not going to sports. So don't try to have excuses. So especially PE, or if you're one of those people who be playing basketball, chasing people around in the gym during PE, you better have deodorant, because I swear, no guys. Like I said, don't want to do sports, join an extracurricular activity, or you know, after school club. Why was I saying like that? I don't know. And then the last category for middle school advice is God. So you can bring your Bible to school if you're not allowed to have your electronics during school hours, you know. But if you are allowed, then just bring your phone or your iPad and like read your Bible during your downtime. Because when people see you reading your Bible, they'll most likely approach you and come up to you and be like, hey, what are you reading? And like, you know, you can spread the gospel like that. So spread the gospel at school too. Don't be afraid, because like a lot of people really want to get right with God and stuff, but they just don't be living the right type of lifestyles and all that nature. So yeah, that's one way you can wear. Hold on, guys. Okay, the camera is dying, and like I just had to go get up and do something, but the camera's dying, so I'm gonna be speeding this part up. Unfortunately, I had to speed up the part about God, because obviously I really wanted to talk about this part, but I'm gonna have to speed it up so my camera doesn't die on me. So like I said, bring your Bible to school. Alright, 2, don't be gossiping and spreading rumors. As a Christian, you should not be getting into any drama, especially. So if you are brought into conversations like that, make sure you disengage, or like you change the topic of the conversation. Okay, do not be entertaining those type of conversations that are gossiping or spreading lies. If the business does not concern you guys, then don't talk about it. And if you guys don't know the full truth about the business, don't talk about it either. Okay, period. Speak of God and share the gospel with your classmates. Like I said, with your Bible, make sure like when you're talking of God, like the way that you talk, make sure it's the way that you would talk around God and about God, you know. Make sure your conversations are godly and not worldly. Y'all, it's literally about to die. Okay, and then don't try to change yourself or put on a cool act facade because you want to be cool. Like, say at home, like you're really Christian, no secular music, Bible, all that, and you come to school and you're put up the middle finger and you're cussing, all this. Don't do that, because would you do that if God was there? No, you probably wouldn't, because God. Yo, wait, the camera's dying. Okay, hold on. Alright, hey guys, so this is editing Alani here, and I just came to do the outro because as y'all saw, the camera died on me. So that's the end of this video. If you guys found this video helpful, or if you just enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn your post notifications because the Back to School series is starting, guys. So yeah.